Hello out there, YouTube community. I have a brief video today after getting my modifications to my 2015 Chevy Malibu completed. As you can see, we have the correct air filter, all the vacuum leaks are taken care of, and the car is running great. All right, in today's video, I'm going to talk about the EPA testing versus real world results. All right. What the EPA does is they will take your vehicle when they test it for its fuel economy and sit it on a chassis dynamometer machine. So the drive wheels are on a set of rollers so the car can't move. All right. They will take a smog device and hook it up to your exhaust at the back of the car. And then they'll get in the car and they will simulate stop and go traffic for 10 miles for city driving simulation. And they drive it at 55 miles per hour for 10 miles straight without stopping to simulate highway. All right. My 2015 Malibu is US EPA fuel economy rated 25 miles per gallon city and 36 highway. All right. As you can see, I just refilled the tank, which in my last video, if you've seen where the gas gauge was, it was on the red E line. All right. I went ahead and reset the average vehicle speed sensor. I reset the fuel economy calculator. And I reset my tripometer. All right, I did 9.7 miles of city driving with hills and traffic lights and traffic. All right, which is more accurate than their tests. With the MSD coils and the correct air filter and no vacuum leaks, I pulled 34.4 miles per gallon. All right, now in my other videos, I mentioned how the reason automakers will not make cars to get better gas mileage is the amount of money the government, the labor unions, and the oil industry stand to lose. So this popped up on Facebook the other day, and I went ahead and downloaded it. This is a chart showing state excise tax amounts for the top 10 states in the United States that charge the most taxes on a gallon of gas. It should be no surprise that the People's Socialist Republic of California is at the top at 57.9 cents per gallon. Pennsylvania is a close second, 57.6. Ohio is ranked 7th at 38.5 cents per gallon. All right. So you got to figure, you make your car get better gas mileage, government starts losing money. All right. And I'm going to do some real world calculations here on this. Okay. Ethanol-free premium fuel has 10% more energy density per molecule than ethanol-blended gasoline. That's why they put the ethanol in the fuel. Your car gets shittier gas mileage, you got to fill up more often. All right? I pay an average of $4 a gallon for ethanol-free. When I bought this car in February of 2021, I had 65,711 miles on it. All right? Now, I have 148,977, so you can see I've put almost 100 miles on the car since installing the intake kit. All right. But I'm going to show you the difference in the savings. All right. Because I told you these modifications will pay for themselves. And I'm also going to take a look at how much money the government stands to lose by me not needing as much gas. All right. So 148,977 minus 65,711. That's 83,266 miles in the 51 months that I've owned this car. I bought this car in 2021. We are in May of 2025. So let's divide that by 51 months. So I average 1,632 miles, 32 2/3 miles per month. All right. Now with the ethanol-free premium, I was averaging 27.3. So let's go ahead and divide that figure by 27.3. I'm averaging almost 60 gallons of fuel consumed each month. All right, so now let's times it by 27.3 and divide by 34.4. 47.5 gallons, a savings of 12.5 gallons of gas each month. All right. So let's go ahead and take that at $4 a gallon. So that's about 12.5 gallons times 4. I'm saving $50 a month on fuel. I'm spending $50 to $60 a week. So these modifications will allow me to drive basically an entire week each month for free. Like I said, these modifications pay for themselves. Now, as far as the gas, all right, so we got 12.5 gallons times 0.385. This is not counting federal taxes, by the way. This is just state. So every month, the government's losing about $5 in tax revenue. Now, this is one car. How many cars are on the road today? How many people own a vehicle? How many people own multiple vehicles? If automakers produced cars that could get fuel economy that they're realistically capable of like this, the government would lose billions. The oil industry would lose billions. If you want to catch your criminal and find your problem, follow the trail of money. When you see these tests and you see what I'm doing, and you can see I'm proving that I'm speaking truthfully, it's starting to make sense why the government and the Illuminati are after me? Because it should be. All right. As always, folks, if you have a comment, feel free to drop a comment. Will my fuel economy stay like this throughout a week of driving to and from work and dealing with 47 traffic lights each way? Probably not. It might go down, especially if I catch a bunch of them red. But we will see what happens in a week, and we'll see if more realistic testing, more miles driven in the city, get a more realistic figure of what my average economy is. And as always, thanks for watching.